What's up, people? This is Mr Spoatcoat and Buzzed Up Music, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastards.
I was born in the gutter, I was raised in the gutter, so butter in the gutter, I'm a gutter motherfucker.
All right, so we got Mr. Spoatcoat off the porch with us.
Right, Mr Spoatcoat. Got in the buzz, some of the Buzzed Up family with me.
Okay, yeah. Why don't you introduce who has to sit on the porch with you today, man?
We got
Papa Drum.
Okay, yeah.
That's what's up. So
Welcome,
just
guys.
Few of the count.
There you go,
Yeah,
man.
out here doing this, getting ready for this show.
Okay, yeah. What else you working on here in Atlanta during this trip, man?
Yeah, we down here. We got a live event going on at 7 p.m. live streaming. It'll be streaming on SoundKick, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and we're gonna do a virtual performance for them.
Okay.
We got Bianca Bad on the card. We got Atlanta's Gio Chevelle. We got who we got on Buzzed Up. We got Drama, Lano Banks. And a couple other artists, and we're gonna get it in.
Okay.
Between shooting a couple videos on their set, so we gonna work.
There you go.
It'll work.
Get that grind in, man.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
man.
it. For sure.
All right, so talk to us about life in Detroit, man.
Detroit, it's Detroit. I've seen totally, evolution of Detroit from the music to the streets. I've seen it, and it's Detroit's hard. It's a hard working city. Everybody that come from Detroit, it's about grind, flat out. It's about grinding, but it's moving. It's moving in the right direction lately. As far as the development of a lot of different things over the past 5 years or so.
Yeah.
Since I went back to Detroit, because I was in Atlanta for about 3-4 years.
Oh yeah.
Before that, yeah. So, but Detroit, is just a place. I love it to death. But it's a work in progress, like any city, really.
Yeah, I feel that.
For real, I love it. I love everything that's going on right now, from the film aspect and the music aspect.
Okay.
Yeah.
What part of the city are you from?
I'm from the west side, west to the east.
Okay.
But primarily west.
I got you.
But me, I like to be be everywhere. That's just like coming up. I'm in the street game. I'm gonna be traveling. If I'm gonna do it, I done caught too many crimes dealing in these local streets, and that's back to being hard in the deep. But then being an innovator too. Also, you try to be over here with this group, and then you try to just mesh with everybody. I think I do that very well.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
At what age would you say you jumped off the porch?
I jumped about 11, 12. I was off the porch.
Yeah.
I was off the porch, and it was just one of those situations where life changed which is a big part of it. When a male leave the house, it's always things get crazy, and that's tele-society right now, and that's what happened. The music is kind of that way, certain people leave and just leave it dormant, and then things change into a way that it's it's crafted, and it's just like everybody the same doing the same. So now everybody just need to be grounded, and that male being around you can lose when they don't be around, because you see so much because you scrambling out in the streets. Just like from me I've seen ladies next door cut up in their car, and that was something like at 12 that I seen that really kind of stuck with me, and that really got me off the porch right there. And then from there I'm in Brightmoor East Side, Cadillac, just trying to grind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I hear that, man. And you've been through a lot too, man.
Oh yeah.
Lost both of your brothers?
Yeah.
Jeez.
That was rough.
Yeah.
That was a rough situation. That was one of them was his father.
Okay.
And that's who got me going into the music of it. Was Rob. That was R.O.B. And he a lot of it from the entertainment aspect I was already in as far as a kid, dealing, because I was in a play group with Vondi Hall, with Vondi Hall, the one that did Gridlock and all those other movies. So him and my uncle had me in a play group at 5. We was, doing that type of stuff. So the acting always was there. So, the music come along, kind of like after the streets things come along. So it was just that's how it developed for me. So I went from there. Then that brought on writing and getting into that other creativeness.
Yeah.
So, but in the same time that I was doing, at a point that I was doing street crimes and stuff like that, was always investing toward the music, this, because I was back in. I remember hustling and spending $40,000 on a video that nowadays you'll probably spend $1,000 on.
Yep.
That was the grind. But I had it was shot with film. What did they have? They had the director had just did Elton John video. He had came and directed for me. And there was a crew from Canada that came over and did it. Then they had all the makeup, the trailers and all. I'm like, hold on, we don't even need all this.
It's like a movie set.
Yeah, and it was like that, and it came out to nowadays, you'd be like, oh, what you pay, about $500 for that? And that's how it was. And it was like, it was a lesson though, But that started me into wanting to film. I say never again without, so I started grabbing cameras and all that stuff. It was on from there. Okay.
Is there a meaning behind your name?
Spoatcoat, actually, I picked up from OGGB, that's Uncle on the block, and I did it in a song. I was speaking in a song in the term, and it come back from, that's actually an old prison Southern type term with the Spoatcoat, when the husband gone, Spoatcoat in the house to play. So I mentioned that in the song, and it just stuck with me. He was coat, before I know it, everybody Spoatcoat. Yeah. So hey, well, Mr. Spoatcoat. Okay. I started out slanted eye shine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, talk to us about the music scene in Detroit right now, man. It looks like it's going up.
Oh, it is. It is. I mean, it's doing real well, and I'm good. It's good to see it. It's good to see it, and it always had his kind of like his moments, but now with so much of it, with the internet thing, it just took it to a whole nother level. But I'm loving the stuff that's going on with with the Sadas, the payrolls, the Ice Vezo, all them cats is doing. Yeah. And I'm liking even to see far from even the independent film game that's incorporated with it, because a lot of that is meshing together in Detroit. And you're seeing directors like Dennis Reed and Dan Brown and stuff like that coming out with with projects, and it's incorporating right into the music scene in Detroit.
Yeah,
for real.
Why do you think it took so long for those eyes to finally catch on to the talent coming out of Detroit? Because there's been talent out there for a while too.
Detroit then had kind of had a black eye for a minute, for a while. I mean, I'm just, saying from seeing it over the years, I would think Detroit, because they had situations where artists had, major deals and stuff like that, but wound up doing, fucked up situations that made it like, took the deal south. And I actually wasn't, experienced something like that, through my situations. But it's all premature stuff that a lot of artists was doing that was getting deals, and it caused people to kind of stir away a little bit with Detroit. Then you got the crime and all this other stuff, and so a lot of things wasn't too accepted that was going on in Detroit, but it's accepted now.
Yeah.
With the crime, the guns, and it was. It just took its time. Now it worked its course.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
And you got a new project coming out, right? 13?
Yep, album 13. Actually, I got one out now that I put out, what was that? June last year.
Okay.
It's called Evolution. That's out too. That's on all platforms. And that led into this one here with, cause it did good over the COVID time. I'm like, shit. Let me go ahead, and I'm feeling it, and let me put another one on out there. So that's what come up with this album 13. So 13 project. So it's got some decent features on there and stuff like that. Payroll.
Okay.
Who else I got on there? I got Bianca Bad on there. I got Dolo on there. I got Papa Drama on there. I got the whole family on there for sure.
Yeah.
FCF, gotta definitely give it up to SCF, one of the groups I'm buzzed up to.
Okay.
And so this one here is definitely in another round as far as the music. It's different, and it's a whole. The vibe is not, it's not what's, it's just different. It's totally. It give you now, here, there, everywhere. And it's opened up to now we're working on a single that's called Anyway. That's working with a foundation to do against sex trafficking. So I'm gonna donate 50% of the proceeds from that to the sex trafficking foundation. And because I had did that once before I did it actually a few times before. I did it one with a cancer foundation.
Yeah.
I donated to them, and then I did a rock song with this group, and I donated what was that, to the Weed Foundation. That was what it was. It was against domestic violence.
Okay.
And song was called Spoken.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was hard. That Spoken that was hard.
Yeah, salute to you for that, man.
Yeah, took that one on out to LA at the Key Club. That's when I was, that's certain knows them.
Yeah. Do you know what single you plan to drop first off the project?
It'll be that one Anyway.
Okay.
That'll be the one for that particular vibe, it's because it's a story. Because the film that I'm doing is shot by Crucifix Productions. And they shot in this, the way it is it's set up for a movie type standpoint, because it shows, the aspects of all, some of the things that's going on in there. So every one that I do, it's got to be a movie, because I'm shooting 6 for this project, and then all of them is just gonna tie into the next one. It leads up to a whole finale, which leads to the movie, because basically that's where where I done put so much work in, putting out these them films.
Yeah.
So.
How'd you get into the films? You direct these, produce them, write them, you do it all, or what?
Well, at first I started out when I did that film, that video. I was like, I ain't gonna do it. So I started getting for the cameras and stuff like that. And then I had already been writing from years in prison. So I was going in and out of jail and stuff like that. So that's when I crafted to write. Okay. That's when I wrote two novels in there. Then I wrote a script in there, and that's what got me into that mode. But when I come out of there, my brother come to me about the music thing. Then I ain't worried about no music. I'm trying to get back in the streets. So that's why I directed back to. But he pulled me toward that, and that guided me. It actually probably saved me because of the direction I was on. But I knew that I was gonna get back to the filming thing. But I did the first one in 2006. That was called Another Heist, and it was a martial art. It was Kempo style fighting. I brought it into the inner city of Detroit and combined it, and it was something different. I directed that one. I wrote it and directed that one, and he actually starred in that one too. And he just started in the shit. A lot of my projects he just started. You gotta check him out, Desmond Williams, Papa Drama.
Okay.
Yeah, and but. We did that in 06, and then I released each one of them. I release them at the theaters locally, and I leave them in there for about 2 weeks, and 2-3 weeks, and see what they do. And then I rolled right into it wasn't right into doing Hayward Brown, because I had got kind of drifted a little bit, and then I found myself in Jamaica on some other shit, and I'm like, I don't really want this no more, and I'm like. I got back to the States and ain't have $1. I'm stuck in Fort Lauderdale, and that's where most of the planes come back from. They drop me off there. I ain't got $1 to get to damn Miami, but I done walked all the way to get to catch this plane. I done walked all the way there, and on that way there, that's when I'm like, I don't want to do this shit no more. I don't need it. So that's when I dumped everything I got, and we did Vigilante, the Hayward Brown story, which is a true story based in Detroit from 1972 of some events about the riots, and it's actually it relates to things that's going on now that was going on back then. And when I did it, I just brought it up to current times. Yeah. And that's the movie that I got Clifton Powell in.
Okay.
Yeah, and
how'd you pull that off?
That was actually because that's my guy too. Now after that, that's my man, and he was in town doing something one day with one of my partners, and then Al Madden plugged me to his manager, and he was like, well, he got about an hour here, and I was like, okay, what day can I get it? He like, shit, we can get you, I think it was like Wednesday or something like that. I'm like, cool. So I went to got with my guy, Jerry Lynch, he's a good actor out there. And I'm like, let's come up with something where we can use this throughout the whole movie and get it done within this time. So basically that's what we wound up doing, getting them in there, shot the scene, and it was able to basically be like a narrative of the story, and we stretched them through the whole film.
Oh, nice.
And it was dope. And it was that led into doing, we did right behind that, we did a scary movie. I did a horror film, Beneath. You know, he starred in that one, you know, playing the villain in it. And that was because we came like right back, what was that, about 2-3 months later we shot that? 2-3 months later we came with that. And that's something different. You know, it was on that, you know, that time where we ain't had all the easier shooting 4Ks and all that. It was just, hey, you had to get a real, you know, get that, yeah, movie camera stuff. So we didn't shoot until I shot we used it on My Stepkids. I did a comedy after that. Did the comedy film My Stepkids, which turned into the sitcom My Stepkids.
Okay.
And the sitcom I released it on W80L in Detroit, and it released. It was on there for about three, four episodes there. Did pretty good the first few weeks. And actually did real good the first few weeks because it was following some great shows, and it just ran right into it, and it did good. So we wound up doing 2 more seasons, so it was 3 seasons. I got one now that we just shot that got Rodney Perry in it and Clifton Powell.
Okay.
So I got them in, and then a lot of other, you know, comedians. Oh, I forgot, I got Al Tom Boogie from Comedy Central. He in it too. So that season, I'm just waiting to see what I can do with it. You know, see where I can go with it right now, and just. So much going on, but I got some good projects, definitely.
Yeah.
Far from the, you know, film aspects as well.
Absolutely.
But I love the film, but it's always back to the music.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, I don't know, it's always. Yeah. It definitely. It just get better. Everything get better too, and then the way things set up now, you can eat real good. You can eat real good out here. And it's just on what you do, and it's a lane for everybody. And that's why I definitely stress that for everybody. You know, it's definitely a lane for everybody. You know, for sure.
Yeah. Going back to the Project 13, who are some of the producers you work with on that project?
Who I got on that one? I got Dub Music on there. I got TJ on there. I got who else I got on there? I got a few. It's a few of them on there. It's mainly like a 2. I know I got TJ, Dub Music. You know, he did quite a few of them. And then, cause I actually use him on the Evolution as well. Him, Sleepy Hollow. What else? Who else I had on that one? I forget exactly on that one too. But I try to definitely keep it diverse as far as the different styles. Because with the music, with the film, or with anything, if you're only working with so limited things, you want to try to break it up as much as possible.
Yeah.
And the way to break it up as much as possible, keep changing. You know, if you don't keep using different music, different writers, far as for scripts and stuff like that, and movies and stuff like that. If you don't do that and just keep producing your own that you write with films. It's gonna kind of get redundant a little bit, especially if you're trying to do 50 million things like most independent filmmakers do. Mm-hmm. You know, so keep it moving.
Okay. When do you think the project will drop?
Set for June 13th.
Okay.
June 13th. I'm just trying to finish up a couple of things, and then at the same time working on the mixtape. So trying to get that done also, and just try to do some get the marketing set up for this one more. It'd be more aggressive with the marketing as far as this one here, you know, as far as what's going on than a lot of others, you know, because some of them, you know, time you release them out and just prematurely like, hey, let me push that out here and stuff like that. But we don't take the time. A lot of artists took a lot of years to be like, hold on, wait a minute, let's not push that out there like that. and it's so many of them that don't ever see that though. And they go through it and just like, I think they sounding good, but then at the end, you quite not. But if they go get them a nice mix and a master, they be like, now I sound good.
Yeah.
They see the total difference when you put a mix and a master on a song. The same as with a film, with the difference in the edit makes with it, totally. And I know I failed a few times with that, as far as in the, you know, with some films, as far as with the editing situations, was like, man, the story was there, and it was just like some of them things with the edit, you know, was just, you know, but you know, you live and learn with it.
Yeah, it's a learning process, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, run to the next one. You know, just like with the movie, the music projects, run on to the next one, and then it turns. Do other people projects. Now I've always done that with Buzzed Up Music, but actually it used to be Buzzed Up Productions. So, but like to you know, get other artists out there too, because it's gonna help the whole camp.
Yeah.
Everybody can't be the front. Somebody gotta be a front to be pushed. Somebody gotta be the horse.
Yeah.
You know, and I've always tried to do that in any game. Like, hey, then let me go be the horse. I'll bring it back home. You know, like if you're watching a apocalypse movie, or Walking Dead or some shit, y'all stay in the fort. I'm gonna go on out and get this food and shit. Come on back. So that's what. And then that's another thing I think make me different with some of the with the music I do too, because I'm story oriented. That's why everything I write is story. You know, I mean I don't write no more. I just, you know, I go in there, I write on wax with it. And I just take my time and, you know, and just do it that way, because the energy come out different than putting it down on paper all the time. Sometimes some things calls for it, but, you know, it's a difference with it with certain tracks, especially if that vibe, you got that vibe on it. And then, but me, I like being story oriented, because if it ain't got a story and it don't mean nothing, it's like, I'm just saying something. You know, you find a lot of people to do that. Not that it, you know, it ain't, you know, ain't good and it can be a hit shit, but give me a story. Shit.
Sure. What else you working on? What else is coming up for you?
We got we working on a few projects actually. As far as the music, we working on, like I say, we finishing up that mixtape. Drama, he finishing up a project right now. Lano Banks, he got a few more to go. And then Dolo Reek, they with FCF. They pretty much done with it now. They just finishing up on a lot of the visuals. You could check them out on YouTube and whatnot. Look at FCS, Dolo Reek or whatever. They, you know, all, you know, they've been grinding. Because that's what I wanted to do. I like to see that too. The ones that can, you know, that do. Because like a lot of them, I put out stuff with people and then they just leave it. You know, it's like, what you want me to do, everything. And it's been, I mean, years and years. I've had restaurants and had on the side of the building the logos, and back when Master P was, you know, doing that thing, I had logos on that motherfucker. Stages outside the front of that mother, signing artists. And I was in Detroit, really one of the first ones doing that in Detroit with the label situation, you know. And it was just like I wanted to always.
If they had social media, they would have been out for sure on a whole other level.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
We got a new video too that for the cap that we just did called Ride All Day Step. And that single is
that's shot by Crucial too, Crucifix Production. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
good shout out to Crucial. He good guy coming out of North Carolina, you know, got some good stuff and whatnot. Yeah. And so it's like it's been everything been rough, you know, rough, you know. As far as for me, you know, I've been in the, you know, from the streets to the jail, to the, you know, being shot, being stabbed, you know, being with deals, without deals, all the struggles what it is with the music, the films, like I say, from theaters to, you know, to all of that. Now I'm just, you know, I just really do it, you know, because I got other, you know, successful things that's going on as far as we, you know, property in Detroit and stuff like that we, you know, I've been working on. So I'm actually about to put together a little home improvement type show that I'm doing. Because I deal with the some of the city homes, and I take them and gut them out, and then we just put them back together.
Okay.
You know, and that's good to have. Anybody out there has some extra skills, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I can go out there and I can take my hands and do so much. It's ridiculous. And with these hands and with this nature out here, you can be rich with anything. Yeah. For sure.
It's crazy.
You say you ain't seen it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's about a grind.
Yeah.
You know, and that's one thing about Detroit. Like we were saying, Detroit it installs grind. You know, because I actually seen Vezo when he was on here, and he mentioned that like he got about over 4 or 5 businesses and stuff like that. That's how it is. That's how it is. Because I totally know. I'm hands on with 5. So
okay. Shit. All right. Any shout outs before we wrap it up?
I mean, we just shout out definitely to everybody to the one above for getting us here. That's for sure. And then all family and everybody else ain't come out. Everybody. Yeah, I mean you know who's who.
Shout out to everybody in Detroit, East Side, West Side.
Right.
Shout out to everybody in Inkster, Romulus, Taylor, everybody out there.
Yep.
Everybody been supporting.
Everybody, Atlanta definitely. What's up, Atlanta? ATL for sure. I love Atlanta. I just ride through telling them, man, I want to be back here so much. I'm loving Atlanta. See, when I came before,
I like it here too. That's just small.
I know it's easy to like. No bumps on the streets for sure. Ain't no bumps.
I don't know about that.
You ain't been to Detroit then.
Man,
you ain't
go
been
drive
to
up to the west side here.
Go up Detroit. When you go up Detroit, you're gonna be like, even in the suburbs type. It's crazy, but and then shout out to you. I appreciate you having us on here. Definitely. And now everything else, watch out for everything. Catch us on all the platforms: Instagram, Mr Spoatcoat, Facebook, Sean Spoatcoat Brown, Google, BUP Films, Buzzed Up Music, all that good stuff. We definitely been making it happen and here to keep making it happen. And check out all the new projects. And don't forget, we got the tour started. So tune in for all the dates coming up because we're going to 27 cities. So we're in 27 cities and we're doing them all virtual. That's what's up.
I was born in